Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Iceman and Bob. I want to show you all something very interesting. What I have here is a Sony TV, and I had previously put out a video with a comparison with the Sony TV, and I also had the Samsung S95B. And in that comparison video, I had reality creation off. So I received a comment talking about, oh, I goofed up the whole video. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. And I had tested this many times prior to putting out that video. I had reality creation on, I had reality creation off. It did not make a difference. Now, what was the difference that we were trying to see? We were taking a look in that video with SDR cable content. I use Sling TV. I currently have YouTube TV here up. And so I want you all to see if you can tell a difference with reality creation on. I'm going to put reality creation on manual, and I'm going to turn reality creation off. Now, please keep in mind, I am doing over-the-air cable content, so I could receive a copyright strike, which means that you will not even see this video, all right? So I have to be very careful of the content that I'm using to do this, but I just want you all to see that in my particular use case, now I have Ethernet connection on all of my TVs. I have gigabit internet speeds. So I may not suffer the bitrate issues that perhaps you or other viewers may encounter. But in my situations, I don't see any difference with reality creation being on or off for 98% of the cable content that I watch, okay? I've tried everything from action movies to news to drama, I mean, cartoons, you name it. I have not seen a difference. And so again, I want to show you all a variety of that content, but most likely I will get a copyright strike and you will not even be able to see this video. So I'm going to be very limited again on what I can show you. And so I'm going to show you perhaps what you may already see on the screen and go from there. All right. I just want you all to see that I am very well aware that reality creation was off in that video. And I did that deliberately. All right. It wasn't a mistake. I didn't goof it. I like to present you all with different scenarios, different videos. You all get the same old videos from all the same old of our favorite creators, okay? And nothing's wrong with that, but I like to present a different flavor. That's why you all come to my channel, to see a little different version of perhaps even the same thing. So let's get into this. I just wanted to put that out and let everyone know I know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to sit up here and say that I'm just 100% knowledgeable in every single thing out there and that I can't be wrong and all of that. But in this particular test, in my particular scenario, reality creation did not make a difference, okay? Maybe it will with you. Maybe it did in some other contents. Maybe it did with everybody else under the sun. But in my particular testing, it made no difference. So what I'm going to do first is let you all see that we first are going to do this in custom and I will do this in standard, okay? So I'm pretty much leaving everything as is, all right? I will go through this very quickly because this is about reality creation. I'm not adjusting anything else. I'm just leaving this as is. Again, we don't need extended dynamic range. This is SDR content, color temperatures, expert, live color off, like all of this stuff is off, okay? Now, reality creation is off. I repeat, reality creation is off, and I deliberately did that, okay? Noise reduction is off. Digital reduction is off. Smooth gradation is off. Now, I know some people say that, oh, reality creation is Sony's processing, but little, or maybe you do know, so I won't necessarily say little do you know, I'm just saying that in terms of the statement of speech in our English language, not anyone in particular. But whether you know this or not, the processor still processes the upscaling. So whether you have reality creation on or off, it's not going to completely shut off Sony's upscaling. And that's another conversation for another day. I just want to show you all this test. This has been mentioned before. You can't fully defeat Sony's upscaling processing unless you put it into PC mode or game mode. And that's, again, another conversation for another day. So even with reality creation on or off, it's not defeating it. And it has also been shown that some purists will say to keep reality creation off, because it is Sony's processing. And though we like the image and we like how it makes it look, for most of us, we will agree it makes the image look better. It is still processing. So again, another conversation for another day, as I always say. So you see reality creation is off. Let's get into some content. I'm going to try to do the same content with reality creation on. Let's try some news, because again, I have to avoid copyright strikes. So we'll see what we can get here, okay? So let's take a look at this here. Okay, so I want you all to see what it looks like with reality creation off. Okay, y'all see this. And I'm gonna run this back in just a second so you can see it with reality creation on. Now, I have seen situations where reality creation does make a difference. I've done tests. You have to use it sparingly, especially if you put it in manual, because then you will add artifacts and haloing and some other things, or rings, or whatever vernacular you choose to use. But for the most part, auto is a sure bet, but it's not 100% in every single situation. Again, another conversation for another day. This conversation is watching cable content, and people thought that I nerfed the Sony in the Sony versus the S95B cable content, and I did not nerf it, because right now it looks absolutely amazing with reality creation off. Okay? As we're seeing. I'm going to run this back, and then I want you all to see what it looks like with reality creation on. That should be okay with these commercial contents. Again, I apologize if you are viewing this video and perhaps it seems like some of the video or some of my commentary got chopped out or what have you. It would be because I had to remove it for copyright strike issues in order for you to view the video. So please keep that in mind if that comes up. Hopefully we'll be good to go here. So mainly I'm getting a lot of commercials. I just want to clarify that blurriness in that kitchen scene just a second ago was literally the commercial itself. It had nothing to do with the camera or the TV. And I will pull up the streaming quality information in just a second. Now, I'm not going to compare this to the S95B in this particular video. I just want to show everyone, again, that I was highly aware that reality creation is off. I know what I'm doing in these tests. People don't think that I know what I'm doing in these tests, but I take my time before I actually film these videos and do these tests. And again, I like to do different real world scenarios that other reviewers, professionals or what have you, don't either have the time or don't care or just would not get around to doing. All right. And that's why you have me. And that's why you have so many other people and other content creators, so that we can see a variety of things that we are used to. Okay, I know how to set this TV and max it out and tweak it. Some people have also said, oh, you handicap the TV and all of that. I'm not handicapping anything. I'm showing you what it looks like in custom mode out of the box. And then I'm going to go right back and show you what it looks like with standard mode out of the box. And I may actually do a quick side-by-side. All right, I will save that for the end of standard and custom mode side-by-side. It's a pretty long commercial break, but I think this will be great for me in terms of gathering content without getting a copyright strike. So I'm not complaining. Not complaining. I should be good here. Should be good. We will find out at the time of viewing this video. We'll see how forgiving YouTube will be for me to get this comparison test out. And if you are listening to this, I may do this later with some other type of SDR content. I do not want to focus on HDR at this particular time because I did SDR content, and the whole purpose of that video was to show everyone that the S95B looks excellent in SDR. If you have Ethernet internet, or if you have a high-speed connection and I guess your speed doesn't fluctuate, or you're not having those type of issues, then you're not going to encounter that with lower content on the S95B. Now, if you're in an environment where perhaps you do encounter those speed issues, or you don't have access to that depending on where you live or your particular setup and situation, well then, hey, that's a whole nother conversation, all right? Then maybe you want to not get the S95B if all you do is watch low bit rate or that particular type of content. You don't watch any HDR, you don't stream Netflix or Disney Plus, you're not watching Blu-rays, you don't game. I mean, I don't know many people that do that other than older people. Okay, don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of cable TV as well. As I mentioned, I have Pluto TV and Sling TV and Fubo. I have all those, a lot of these TV streaming services, okay? I don't, again, I just don't really see the S95B lacking there in those particular use cases if your internet is decent. And you should have internet speed if you are in that environment. Hopefully you are. You should have that. Most people do, and they're building out, laying lines, high-speed fiber lines out for most people. So, I mean, that's another conversation. So I'm going to run this back, because I've showed you all plenty of this content in custom mode with reality creation off, okay? All right, so this is where we were. And also, I probably should have done this first. Let me do this first, okay? Okay, so I have it in auto mode. All right, we're gonna try to see what the particular stats are here. It does say 1080p at 60 frames, okay? If y'all can see the information there in the middle. So this is pretty decent, but the commercial content was definitely not decent. Okay, 1080p at 60 frames. This was very similar to what I had shown before. Okay, so what I want to do, actually, let me do this. Let me run it back first. And we'll run it back first, and then I'll get the stats off just so that you all can see this in real time. All right. Okay, so now that we're in real time, let's go ahead and put reality creation on. Okay, reality creation is now on. I'm going to just put it on auto because that's what most of you use. I know you see it set there at 35 if I switch it to manual, but reality creation is on. Now, I'm not getting into smooth gradation, digital noise reduction, random noise. I'm not doing any of that because that's a different type of processing, and that's not what I got called out on. I got called out for, quote unquote, goofing the video that I did with Sony versus S95B because I had reality creation off. And that does not defeat Sony's processing. Okay, Sony still upscales with or without reality creation. Reality creation is that extra sauce. I'm just going to leave it at that. But as you all can see, reality creation is on. Okay, y'all see that? Reality creation is on. So now let's back out of this. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and run this back to where it was. You still see it's 1080p, 60 frames a second. I'm not in control of the content or the quality that comes through. So let's just turn these off so this is not in the way of the image. Okay, and I'll let this run with reality creation off. And I will put these side by side so that you all can see. All right, I'll do a side by side and let you all kind of see, because I know it might be hard for you to run it back and take a look. Again, what I'm seeing here in person, I can only tell you what I'm seeing here in person. I would love to have each of you all here to see for yourself in person, but I don't see any noticeable difference with this particular content. And again, I'm not going to get into other content because that was not what came up in question. It was your streaming cable trying to show how the S95B does not suck because you're putting it up against a Sony, and then it's like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's stupid, he's blah 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 because he turned reality creation off. He handicapped the Sony, and somehow handicapping the Sony is gonna make the S95B look way better, because if you turn reality creation on, then it will blow the Sony out of the water. And I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been saying this for months. The S95B, despite how people rag on it, is going to be extremely close, okay, to the A95K. Looks like I'm getting different commercial content. Yeah, it's not letting me run it. I was hoping it would let me run it back. Whatever. I can only do what I can do because it is live TV. And if I try to play some pre-recorded videos, I might get, again, a copyright strike. So this is really tough. This is really challenging. So I'm going to get back to, let's get back to the actual news part. I know it'll be different information on the screen, but I just want you all to see, okay? This is with reality creation on. Please keep in mind, this is with reality creation on. So I know this is boring to a lot of you all. I know it's just CNN news. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this. I want to show you all some of this other content. Let me try to do this. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. You know what? Before I do that, let me do this. So I'm going to switch the picture mode very quickly. I'm doing all this in real time deliberately. I'm gonna put it in standard. Do y'all see that? Okay, this is custom. This is standard. Now, oftentimes I usually watch a lot in standard. Okay, a lot of this SDR content is in standard. Now, with standard, I did tweak some things a little bit. It's not really a settings video, but you see the gamma's adjusted. You'll see certain things twisted here or set up and changed and all of that, but okay, you see reality creation is on. Now I have reality creation here on manual very, very high because I had to turn it up very high to get any type of clarity out of cable for me to even see a difference. Now, I'm gonna leave reality creation up here. I'm gonna hit play. And I'm gonna try to turn it between the different modes. Okay, so this is manual. This is auto. This is off. Reality creation is currently off. Y'all let me know if you see a difference. Manual is 65. This is off. Look at the text. Look at his face. Look at his suit. Look at the background of the pillars. Y'all tell me if y'all see any clarity. If y'all see any difference, any processing difference. If it's just miraculously upscaling the picture. Let me know if you can see any fine details. Look, I'll turn it off. Can you read that sign where it says overwhelmed with proper question in the background or paper or whatever it was saying? I didn't fully get a look at that poster in the background. Look at the pillars. Look at the shape of the railing back there in the background. Look at her face, Anna's face or whatever. Look at his. Reality creation off, reality creation on. Look at it off. Read the text on the back there. It looks like it says hello, Gene or something. On auto. I'm just showing y'all in real time, in my particular use case with high-speed internet, I don't encounter those drops perhaps like other people might. And so I just want you all to see in this particular test, I'll just leave it on auto. I didn't encounter those issues. Let's do the same thing with, let's do the same thing back in custom mode, okay? Because I know everyone's like, oh, you goofed it. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I don't mind criticism, y'all, but if you're gonna come attack me, it's not wise, okay? Like, I know people want to go and attack and bash, but it's not wise to do that, okay? We have our reasons for doing what we're doing. You might not agree with it, you might not like it, but okay. Okay, so this is off. Reality creation on. Off. On. Manual here, I believe, is 35 on custom mode versus 65 on standard. Okay, auto. This is on auto. I'll leave it there because some people say you're switching it too quick. Okay, look back there at the sign. With the city, the landscape. Does that look any more clearer to you with the city landscape? Did it miraculously clear up? It looks just the same to me. Look at the computer. Okay, so look at that, the White House. Did the White House just miraculously clear up? Okay, so I'm going to back out of this. We have reality creation on. We'll leave it on. Okay, because people think I don't know what I'm doing. We'll just leave it on. And I'm going to try to show some other content. I can't make any promises here. I have to be very careful because, like I said, I can get a, let's see if I can show this up. Now, this is some low quality if I'm not on commercial break. Okay, you know, the Wayans brothers, this is definitely low quality. Now, I'm gonna do something here. Again, it's a funny scene to pause it on, but let's go back over here to reality creation. Now, reality creation is on. I'm gonna turn it off so it should look horrible. Okay, reality creation is off. Read the sign back there behind Marlon's head. Like hanging up on the wall with the lamp. You see Marlon's head? Look directly above his head. You see the lamp? Look to the right. Okay, that black and yellow sign. Okay, reality creation's off. So on manual, it's on auto. Okay, look at the drink on the table in front of him. The soda can, it says, looks like Dew Pepper or something. Y'all know they can't actually call it Dr. Pepper because they have the royalties and all that stuff. But let me turn it off. You should be able to see the pepper a little bit better. Okay, can y'all see it? Am I blind? Okay, am I blind or do y'all actually see a difference? Someone please let me know. Okay, I'll play a little bit of it. See the sign back there? All right, and I want to do something here. Let me get out of this real quick. Now, as I mentioned, I normally would probably watch this in standard. Okay, yes, it boosts the colors, it changes everything because I had the colors turned up. Custom is more accurate. Okay, but standard to me, like it a lot of times with this SDR cable content. But in any case, standard still has reality creation on. Okay? Either way, let's go look at the stats real quick. Oh, wait, went too far. Hold on, doing this in real time. I'm going to pause it because I don't know if I have gotten a copyright strike from this. I would assume I probably would have already had it by now. Again, y'all seeing 1080p, 60 frames a second. I mean, other than a couple of frames being dropped, I don't really see any difference here. So I'm going to get out of this right now. And let me go to Sling TV. Okay. I just want you all to see this in real time. So no one can say, you don't know what you're doing, Iceman and Bob. You turned this off. That's why it's that. That's why the S95B looks amazing. Y'all, accept it. The S95B is amazing. Just like the Sony A95K is amazing. I really don't see why people just can't handle and accept the fact that in 99% of scenarios, to the average person, not a calibrator, not an industry person, 99% of scenarios, the S95B is going to kick butt. Now, you may have that situation where you don't have the bit rate, or your internet sucks, or your stream, there's so many factors. But if you have the same factors, you're probably not going to encounter anything. So, gosh, I know if I play sports, I'm definitely going to get a copyright. I'm definitely going to get a copyright. Let's see if I can do a little news. It is what it is. Okay, so we'll give this a second to come in and clear up. All these shootings are just so unfortunate. Let me do something here as soon as it stops. All right, now we're gonna go back to picture adjustments. Again, I'm in standard mode. I will switch to custom. See how custom is more accurate. Okay, standard might look a little better. It depends, that's your opinion. Custom's more accurate. Really doesn't matter. Let me go back into reality creation because that's all we're focusing on. Reality creation is on now. I'm gonna turn it off. You tell me if it's gonna mess up the image. Reality creation is off. Tell me if the text here looks more blurrier. Reality creation off. Manual. Auto. You tell me if her face or the trees in the background or anything you're seeing on the screen just looks miraculously better. Again, off. I'll wait. On manual. Let's look at her face. Off. It should look horrible here on the right. Her face should be off. It's already pixelized. Now, again. Let's see if we can make out that Chevy Malibu in the bottom right corner, that black Chevy Malibu. Let's see if we can make out the tag with reality creation from here. Y'all know I'm cracking jokes, right? Whether you think it's funny or not. The point that I'm trying to make is I knew what I was doing when I did the comparison video between this Sony here and the S95B. And when I said it did not make a difference with reality creation on or off, I got bashed like I don't know what I'm talking about and I don't know what I'm doing. And as I said, you can clearly see here that Sony's processing in terms of upscaling is still going to be on whether you turn reality creation on or off. That has been proven many times. And I don't know why people think that if you turn reality creation off, it's turning off the processing. It's not. Okay, again, in order to even be able to do that, you need to go into PC mode or game mode. If you're in the other picture modes, it's not going to turn it off. So you're still getting Sony's upscaling. It's not stopping Sony from upscaling low bit rate or whatever you want to call it, 720, 480, whatever content. It's still going to upscale it, reality creation or not. Leave it on auto. Let's take it off. His face should get blurry. Her face should be getting blurry. I don't know what else to say, y'all. I don't know what else to say. But I just wanted to do this video so that you all could see. I'll try to do my best to show you with reality creation on or off. It might be hard because I have to kind of chop this video up. But I just want you all to see there is no big difference with reality creation on or off if the content is already coming through with a certain level of quality. Again, it depends on the quality of your content. I'm going to get out of this just in case because I don't want to receive a possible copyright. So again, depending on the quality of your content, that's going to determine what you will get out of reality creation. Are we gaming? Are we watching movies? Are we watching SDR? Are we watching HDR? What is the quality of the content? What is the quality of the streaming? What is the speed of the connection? There's so many factors here, so many variables, and I just wanted to do this video to let you all know that I was highly aware that I had reality creation off in that Samsung S95B video versus the Sony 900E saying, does it suck? You know, people say cable TV sucks on an S95B. I beg to differ. I essentially have yet to watch cable TV on it, pretty much anything. And I have multiple platforms. See, I mean, I can pull a Pluto TV. I got a bunch. I just can't leave them all on the screen because we don't always use them all. But I have a lot of streaming things, okay? And I have yet to see it on any of these streaming platforms where it just sucks. I'm like, oh gosh, I can't do it. In terms of upscaling and image quality, all right? Now, maybe whoever's testing it, their internet sucks or perhaps the quality. I can't even get into that because there's so many different variables and so much to say. That's another conversation. The point of this video was to dispel the myth that I am stupid and I don't know what I'm doing by having reality creation off, and that it's just going to drastically shift the quality of the footage that I show. You judge for yourself. I'm showing you in real time. I don't know what else to do. I would love to have you all sitting right here. Obviously, we know that's not possible to have every single watch or viewer sit live in the environment of whoever is filming the footage. All I can do is show you what I can show you in real time. The same TV, the same setup, the same scenario, and there you have it. So I'm going to get out of here. I really hope this helps. I really hope that this helps to let you all see and understand that, yes, I deliberately turned reality creation off and I did not goof it or I did not mess anything up. I know what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I wouldn't film a video and put it out like that if I wasn't aware of what settings are on or off. So there you have it. I'm going to leave it be. We can get into the comment section if you like. I'm not trying to attack anybody, but when people come for me, best believe I'm going to make sure that I leave all the evidence on the table, and then you can be the judge. I'm just saying, don't come for me. And and expect for me to not have the evidence presented. Okay, I try not to go there, but you know, when people start calling me names, it's okay to ask questions and do stuff. And I see this with other reviewers too. It's not just me. I see people jumping down the throats of other reviewers like, oh, you're stupid, da, 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 you, like, it's a lot that goes into this. And even if we did make a mistake, you know, cut us some slack. But to say that we're unaware of what we're doing, I like to see y'all get up here and do the same thing. Perhaps show us how it's supposed to be done. We would love to have that, and it would just make the community a better place. Maybe y'all do know how to do it better, or do have a different perspective that may be better. So by all means, please show us. But to just comment and not know the scenarios of the testing environment and know the reasons, and we don't have time to always explain that because that makes videos so long and there's so much to get into, and et cetera, et cetera. There's so many factors behind why, or should I say who, what, when, where, why, and how when it comes to creating content. So let's talk in the comment section. Again, I love y'all. No harm done, no harm lost, but just best believe if y'all come for me, I might clap back. I'm just saying. But clap back with facts and evidence. So just keep that in mind before. It's okay to comment. I accept constructive criticism. I welcome it. You know, say, hey, Iceman, you know, maybe you should have did, have you ever thought about doing this? Or did you deliberately, like, posing questions is great, not just with me, but with all content creators, instead of assuming things. And I've seen so much assumptions. Always ask questions. I try to ask questions, and just, I don't want y'all getting attacked. I don't want to get attacked. I don't want no one getting attacked. It's nothing but love. I know there's so much hate in the community. When it comes to the S95B, there's just so much, people just can't accept the fact that the TV kicks ass and takes names. I'm just saying, I have the TV. I've had it for over 2 months. I know this. I was one of the first people to have the TV. I put hours in on it. I put all types of scenarios ever since the update with firmware 1211.2, or that's 1211.2 for some of you, however you want to say it. Especially in filmmaker mode, I have no desire to take it out of filmmaker mode unless I'm just playing around with the settings. Okay, and in game mode, I'm fine with it. You know, yeah, it over brightens the image, but it looks amazing. It's the best image hands down. And because it brightens the image, in game mode, I'm pretty sure that it's going to give the A95K a run for its money as well. All right, and I know the A95K has a higher Rec 2020 coverage, I'm sorry, BT 2020 coverage, because, you know, it's Rec 709, but y'all get me. The BT 2020 coverage is higher on the A95K, but let's be honest, most content is not going to be produced in that. It's going to be produced in DCI-P3. So, and then we have our SDRs and the Rec 709. So it's going to be a mute point in 98, 99% of content that we encounter. And then you have the S95B when it comes to gaming and the brightness. I know I'm going into another conversation, but y'all, just accept the fact that the S95B is awesome in cable and everything. It's a reason why Vincent at HDTV Test gave it an award. Some people thought that he's paid. It's funny how people switch up. First they said Vincent wasn't paid. Then they was like, oh, Samsung paid him. Like, none of us are getting paid. For the most part. I mean, there are a few people that may literally get sent samples. I can't speak for literally everyone, but I'm just speaking for Vincent. Vincent not getting paid. Not to get paid directly by these brands and these manufacturers. Okay, I'm not saying he's not getting paid. He's getting paid now. He's making money off his channel and what he does, but not directly from Samsung. There's no need for Samsung to pay Vincent to change his tune. It's that awesome with the update, okay? It tracks perfectly. You don't need a calibration with the new firmware update. So let me get out of here, y'all. This video is already long as long can be. I love you all. I want us all to be in peace. I want us all to enjoy these TVs. I don't care what you have. If you have a Sony TV, it's good. If you have a Samsung TV, it's good. If you have an LG TV, it's good. I have all of these in my house currently. I currently have, and I will have. Some of these models I will be purchasing. I'm just waiting, trying to see what's going on. It's not really a high priority for me personally in my household, but maybe it is for you. But all these TVs are great, y'all, despite any flaws. So enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you're thinking about getting. I'm here for you. I want you to enjoy what you have. It's in your house. It's in your environment. Screw what everyone else thinks. And if you need any help with making that decision and you would like to talk to me, that's what I'm here for. I want you to save the money. I want you to have what you're going to have. I want you to enjoy what you're going to have and planning on getting or whatever. That's what I'm here for. I'm just showing y'all what's going on my end or my neck of the woods. I love y'all. Let me get out of here. And as I always say, until we stream again.